Hi guys. Okay, so I wanted to talk about impulsivity, what it means to be impulsive. So I'm sure you guys know what impulsive means. Doing something sort of off of a whim, not thinking something through rationally. Um, just kind of going for it and not really giving it a second thought. Everyone has times in their lives where they make impulsive decisions or do something impulsive or what have you. Some people have more impulsive personalities than others. And actually, a lot of that has to do with your genetics. I am definitely an impulsive person. I am becoming less impulsive as I get older, but and as I blah, 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 and as I also become more conscious and aware of it. But I definitely do still have impulsive impulses. I do have impulses to do certain things, and I guess it's just a process of thinking it through and being more rational, and instead of just doing it, thinking about the decision or before I actually make it. Um, So being impulsive has definitely gotten me in trouble. It's probably gotten you in trouble too at some point. We've all had run-ins and made bad decisions, and it happens to everybody. Um, but I think impulsivity has definitely been a detriment to me in the sense that it has offset a lot of good decisions I've made. I've made a lot of good decisions in my life. I will stand by saying that. But a lot of my impulsive decisions have made the good decisions um, not be as prevalent. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, my impulsive decisions seem to overshadow my good decisions, which I think happens. We as humans tend to see negative things and focus on them more than positive things. There's a statistic that like 98% of your thoughts are negative. So yeah, and we could sit here and talk about how all of the bad things Obama has done as president, or all the things he didn't do or should have done, or whatever. But if I asked you, what are some good things that President Obama has done? People aren't going to have as much of an answer. And in political ads, in news, in media, people don't focus as much on the good things. They focus more on the bad things. And a lot of that has to do with sensationalism. Um, you know, Negative stories that are wild and outrageous and just horrible, they get more press and they get more views and they get talked about more. So a lot of that just has to do with it, but it's definitely cyclical, and it's a self-fulfilling prophecy where the more you talk about negativity and feature negative stories, the more negative stories happen, the more fear is perpetuated, which then creates negative situations. So it's definitely perpetuated by itself. It perpetuates itself. And the only way we could stop that is if we focus on more positive stories. But that probably isn't going to happen because that doesn't make them the most money. So um, I guess my point is that being impulsive, um, I think it sort of, mm, what am I looking for? It it makes you appear a certain way, um, and definitely leaves a lot of room for judgment. I think if you make an impulsive decision and people only know you because of that decision or what have you, people will view you and your character in a certain way, and without really knowing the facts or knowing anything else about you or your life or your decisions, it will be all focused on that. And we do it all the time. Even, looking at something like the Sandusky trial that is going on, or did they make a decision? I don't know. I don't follow the sensational stuff. Um, so I don't really know, but I mean, people, who knows anything about Jerry Sandusky besides this trial, or because of something other than this trial? Probably like no one. So that's what I mean by, you get a certain impression. And it's funny because I think the media definitely, no matter what trial, we could talk about Casey Anthony, which was kind of the trial before this one that got like a ton of press and all that. Um, it seems to me, at least, that the media tends to paint the the accused as guilty almost always. I mean, if you think about Casey Anthony, people were outraged when she was found innocent because they had all these ideas from the news that she was like this sociopath. And you know, I don't know Casey Anthony, obviously. I actually made a video about this, but um, I don't know her. I don't know. All I know about her is what I have heard from the media. So is that going to be an accurate representation of Casey Anthony or the Casey Anthony trial? No, because it's biased, people. So when people are like, oh, she's guilty, arrest her, arrest her, it's like, that's because of all of the things you've been seeing on TV that make you feel like that and make you see things in that way, because they're only showing you this small little clip. Like, these trials go on for like, hours and hours every day. You're seeing like a 2-minute clip on the news. Do you really think that's an accurate representation of the trial or the person? No, it's not. And people think they know everything, about the whole trial and the person and everything, and I just don't think it's right, unless you're sitting on that jury, unless you were selected for that and stuff. You can have an opinion, sure, but in terms of really believing and knowing that you just, you know this, it's like, no, no, I'm sorry, but no. It's just crazy. It's craziness. Um, so yeah, I'm definitely an impulsive person. That was the point of this video. I got a little bit off track. I tend to be rambly. Um, and I made a lot of impulsive decisions, less lately, but I have. And most of them have turned out negatively, probably like 90% of them. And a lot of impulsivity is, like instant gratification. It's like, yeah, I want to do this now. I want to, now, instead of like thinking about the consequences that could happen in the future. Um, yep. So that's it. I just kind of want to talk about it for a little bit. And thanks, guys, for watching. I will see you probably tomorrow. Bye.